This book is called St. Patrick's Day in the Morning, and it's written by Eve Bunting and illustrated by Jan Brett. Do you want to know who's reading with us? I'll give you a clue. It's our little leprechaun. He came to read. Alright, you ready to get started? Alright. Jamie woke up early and remembered that it was St. Patrick's Day. He climbed carefully over his big brother Kevin and his bigger brother Sean. Oh, look at that cute puppy. The stairs were cold on his bare feet, and the kitchen was cold too, the fireplace full of dead ashes like chalk. Nell, the sheepdog, lay in the rocker. Here, Nell, Jamie tried to snap his fingers the way Sean did. Nell uncurled herself from the cushions. Jamie sat in the warm spot where she'd slept. St. Patrick's Day in the morning. The green sashes were laid out on the table. The big one was his dad's. The next biggest was Sean's. The next biggest was Kevin's. The fringes were crusted with gold, but there was no sash for Jamie. It's not fair, Nell, Jamie said. I want to walk in the parade too. They say I'm too small, that I couldn't get to the top of Acorn Hill. But what do they know? Jamie slid off the chair. His mother's raincoat hung behind the door. He put that on. He put on his dad's black hat and Sean's sash. He took Kevin's flute from the dresser. Come on, Nell, Jamie said. Outside, the mountains were as green as cat's eyes. Clouds hung in tatters around their tops. Head up, chest out, Jamie said. Follow me. They marched, there's the city, the town. They marched down the street. None of the chimneys was smoking yet. Milk bottles stood on the front steps, waiting to be let in. Kit Kelly's donkey put her head over the gate. A happy St. Pat's to you, donkey dear, Jamie said. He lifted his hat the way his dad did to the ladies. Kit Kelly's donkey curled her lip. Silly donkey, Jamie said. What do you know? The sky was the color of his mother's pearl brooch, the one she wore on Sundays. Jamie marched down the middle of Main Street, past the shuttered shops. So everything was closed. It's very early in the morning. Let's see. Barney the baker was a white blur behind the window. There was a whiff of bread baking. Nell turned her head toward the smell and drooled. She wanted some of that bread. Come on, Nell, Jamie said. Humble the Hen Man trundled his wheelbarrow along the footpath. His eggs were piled in it, all brown and white. Good morning to you, Jamie said. I see your hens are laying well. It's the sweet corn and the sweet talk I feed them, Hubble said. Pick yourself an egg, Jamie. Jamie took a brown one off the top. It was still warm from the hen. Happy St. Pat's, Jamie said, and lifted his hat. He put the egg safe in his pocket. Jamie and Nell walked under the arches that spanned the street. Jamie wet the end of the flute with spit like Kevin did. Then he blew on it, and oh, the sounds it made! He puffed his cheeks. His fingers danced across the wind holes. Nell howled and put her tail down. Silly Nell, and what did she know? Let's see, where's he going now? Mad old Miss Mulligan threw open her window and leaned out. Save us all, she yelled. It's that terrible noise you're making, Jamie Donovan. She banged her window shut. That mad old Miss Mulligan, and what did she know? Miss Mulligan's big red rooster cock-a-doodle-dooed from the roof. His wattle rattled, and Nell howled again. It was as good as a chorus to go with the music. Jamie was sorry there was no one to hear but mad old Miss Mulligan. It was hard climbing up Acorn Hill with all Jamie's breath going into the music. Hold on, let me fix this so you guys can see better. Let's see. It was hard climbing up Acorn Hill with all Jamie's breath going into the music. He'd better save his strength for the marching. He put the flute over his shoulder and stepped out. Mrs. Sims of the halfway up sweet shop leaned on her half door. You're the early one, she said. Come on in, Jamie. You likely could use some refreshments. Oh, look at that. Jamie's head came to the level of Mrs. Sims' counter. Bottles of ginger ale stood on it. When he looked through them, everything was orange. Miss Sim gave him a bottle all for himself. She gave him a bun with a cherry on the top, too. Nell let her tongue hang out and begged nicely. Miss Sims threw her 2 jelly beans. Jamie ate his bun. He put the ginger ale bottle in his other pocket, the one that wasn't carrying the egg. So look, Miss Little Nell got 2 jelly beans. Here's a wee flag for you, too, Miss Sims said. You can wave it on later at the parade. Jamie sniffed. Mrs. Sims was nice, but what did she know? Wasn't this the parade this very minute and him in it? He took the flag anyway. We'll have to be getting on, Mrs. Sims, he said. We've got a brave bit still to go. Ah, Miss Sims said. You'll be saving a good place for yourselves for the watching. Jamie nodded. Come on, Nell. The flute was getting awfully heavy on Jamie's shoulder. He held the flag out in front of him. It was a very small flag, but it felt heavy, too. Don't be giving up now, Nell, Jamie puffed. We're nearly there. Oh, look, his doggy looks awfully tired. They turned the sweep of Acorn Hill, and they were there. Jamie stopped. Look, Nell! Oh, my goodness, look, they made it all the way to the top. In front of them was the field, where the bands would be and the stage for the Irish dancing. There was a green ribbon around the platform to keep the people off. Jamie crept under it. He sat right in the middle of the stage, and Nell laid right beside him. The sun was coming up. Oh, he did it! Look, he went all the way to the top of the mountain, Acorn Hill. Jamie took the cap off his ginger ale and had a drink. He poured some in his hand for Nell. And all of them were saying I was too small, he said. What do they know? The sun jumped up like a firecracker from behind the mountain. A happy St. Pat's to you too, son, Jamie shouted. The words made a great shimmer of sound in the emptiness. So look, he's all the way at the top of Acorn Hill by himself, or him and Nell. Jamie pushed Nell's head from his knees and stood up. The last drop of ginger ale was gone from the bottle. He stuck the green and yellow flag in it. Then he put the bottle right in the middle of the stage. See, he told Nell, that means we were here first. We did it, no matter what they said. Now we can go home. It was easy going down Acorn Hill. There was nothing to it at all. The town was waking up. Some of the chimneys were smoking. The milk bottles had been let in, but Jamie's own house was still asleep. He opened the back door. There he is walking home. Or no, I'm sorry, there's his bottle in the middle of the stage. He opened the back door. The clock tick-tocked. The turf ashes lay in their white drifts. Jamie took off his mother's coat. Let's see. Oh. Jamie took off his mother's coat. He set Hubble's egg on the table. He climbed in the rocker and Nell jumped beside him. He laid the flute across his knees and closed his eyes. Oh, the music he'd made. They'd not hear the likes of it all day. And wait till they saw the flag, the mystery of it, the wondering there'd be. There were feet coming down the stairs, but his eyes were too heavy to lift and look. Oh, our Jamie, Kevin's voice was soft. Oh, so he was whispering. I said that too loud. Oh, our Jamie, Kevin's voice was soft. Sound asleep and with the sash and the flute and our dad's black hat. Are you sad now? Are you sad now that you're not big enough to walk in the parade? Oh, they think he's still too small to make his way up the hill. Jamie kept his eyes closed and he smiled. Silly Kevin, and what did he know? Oh my goodness, so Jamie tricked his whole family. They all thought he was too little to do it, but he proved them wrong. He woke up and he went to the top of the hill and came back before they even woke up. That was a cute book. St. Patrick's Day in the morning. I hope you liked that book. Thanks for reading with us, little leprechaun. Come back and read more St. Patty's Day books with us, okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.